So
Testing, testing, testing. Mic testing.
that's
Penis.
I can't. I don't
Wait,
know if this is.
you ready? You ready? Hey, lightning. Get on siege.
It's funny because I'm on Siege right now to record this, and I'm on Goyo, who's a Hispanic person, just like Lightning is. All right. Anyway, so
We did it.
you are in your, or Adahan is in his throne room,
Uh-huh.
and you you see Petra walking up the hallway or the red carpet up to your throne.
It's not red, it's gold.
Okay, gold carpet, whatever the fuck. So she's walking up the gold carpet.
No, no, I changed it now. It's royal blue.
I'm about to make it pink. So she goes up the carpet. I'm gonna say the carpet, and you can make whatever the fuck color you want because I don't care
royal
anymore.
blue.
Cool. So she walks up to your throne and she says, "Hey, boss, hey, you soldiers there?"
What soldiers?
You know, the soldiers for your new mistress. The ones you sent for?
uh, oh, nice, nice. Thank goodness. They took the time to get here.
Yeah, you sure as hell
Petra.
telling me. I could have had my people over there and back in one day.
Yeah, I know. Do me a favor, Petra. Send them down to the barracks and get their training started right away.
Already on it.
Brilliant.
Would you like to see him?
I don't need to. How are they? I need your opinion on this.
Right. Well, you can see him marching outside right now. If you just look out the window.
I get up out of my throne and go out and look outside and
You're
go,
such a lazy prick.
I'm a king now, okay?
Just,
I got
I
businesses.
gotta walk.
I'm drinking, okay? What do you expect? I'm drinking ale. I get up,
Okay.
married life. It's horrible. So I walk
Mary,
up.
Petra's not even your wife.
I know she's not. Feels like it.
You don't even know where Diamond is right now.
I
All
don't
right.
give a fuck.
So he's like, I don't give a fuck. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. All right. So these are your people. You
Those are
see
my new
these guys
soldiers.
marching down to the barracks.
The ugly bastards. Wait, wait. Okay. Hmm,
Yep.
not bad.
These were
I think we
Queen
need.
Diamond's people. And
Yeah.
these are your special elites. These are the best of the bests.
Of the
These are
of diamonds.
yes.
Okay.
These guys are
So
essentially British Royal Guards. Like they're that type of
okay.
good.
Okay. Hmm. That armor's pretty pish.
Pish! I tried to make it look as I tried to do like a hybrid between like Scottish clothing
I'm
and
it's
but still
I'm
keeping it
Adahan.
elvish.
I'm Adahan. I'm Adahan. You know, it's not my armor.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
it's Petra.
Yes, sir, boss.
Get these boys dressed in proper armor,
Yeah.
long collars. You know.
Yes, sir, right away. So she walks out and you just hear her go, "All right, you little bastards. It's time to get." The door
The fuck?
closed.
Huh? Okay. I was about to say, I thought, what the fuck did Petra just do now?
She closed
Oh,
the door.
bitch. I, I thought she fell down the
So
staircase.
as she
Fuck.
walks out, though, someone else walks in.
I look up
Okay?
and I look at this figure in front of me.
It is this person.
What the fuck is this? Who's this Mike Tyson in his fucking boxing gear?
Mike Tyson. Okay. Ugh, this... So he walks up to you, and
My
he.
guards stop him because obviously he's in a cloak. You know, if I can't see his face, I won't allow anyone to
Okay.
pass my guards.
So the guards cross their spears, and they deny him entry.
Who are you? I don't think we've met before.
He raises one hand, and his hand appears to be Caucasian. His fingertips light up purple, and the guards take away their spears, and he continues to walk past them.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's a fucking mage.
On the floor, he places down a what appears to be a purple glowing glass orb.
Okay.
And then
I
takes
call
a
my guards
knee.
to get Petra.
Okay.
Petra has to be here.
The only two guards that can hear you at the current moment are charmed.
Oh, great.
So he he puts his hands on either side of the orb, conjuring in a distorted face inside of this globe.
Okay.
So the face begins to speak, and it says,
Lord Adahan, we know of your shady dealings with Baldur's Gate, and how you plan on giving them only enough iron to keep them satisfied so they keep coming back for more. Innocents suffer due to the lack of this resource, and all you are in it for is yourself. This is an unjust cause. You have an entire week to make this right. If you do not comply with our demands, assassination attempts will be made on your life and the life of your queen, as well as
Yeah,
your
fucker.
ambassador.
so the mysterious man picks up the orb, puts it back into his cloak, and walks out the front door.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see who he was. Try and investigate a little bit to see if I knew who he was or had an idea. Get some clues more of this figure.
Okay, hold on, give me 1 second.
That's okay.
I'm getting something else set up.
Okay.
Okay. So you notice that there's a piece of paper. It's just a very small piece of paper that seems to have a spell incantation written on it, and it is on the floor where the orb was placed.
Okay. I look over it without picking it up to see what it says.
Okay. So as you look at it, it actually glows, and as it glows, you hear that same voice coming from it, and it says,
We are anonymous. We are Legion. Expect us.
Okay. And I don't know who these guys are. I'm trying to investigate.
"That's exactly right. You have no idea who these guys are."
No.
And just for those of you who aren't following, this is anonymous in the real life hack group.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've ever heard of these people, John, or
I have. I
okay.
have.
Yeah,
I've
they're
written in
after
their
you
masks.
now.
What the
Except
fuck have I done wrong?
these people. Well, if you listen, did you hear the first message?
Yeah, I'm fucking made a deal. I pay well.
Okay, Anonymous doesn't care. They see you as an asshole, and now they're going to try to assassinate you. Because that's what Anonymous does. They see you as greedy. They don't see you as helping Baldur's Gate. They see you as trying to control them and keep them obedient.
No, I'm looking for an alliance for the kingdom. That's my real
Well,
target.
Anonymous sees it a little differently.
Okay.
And
I may have to.
they don't very much care for your methods. So now you have
Hmm.
them to deal with. So, yeah, as you can imagine, they're going to now, if you do not comply with their demands,
It depends what their demands are.
well, their demands were to essentially not linger over them, to basically supply them with what they need and not just barely give them enough to where they keep coming back for more.
Hmm. They basically give me a choice. So they basically give me a choice to either
They
continue to
basically said
give.
that thousands are suffering without the iron deposits that you're supplying them with. And you're only giving them just enough, because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to give them just enough to where they would rely on you, which is basically keeping them obedient to you. That way they don't split the alliance, become too powerful and shit like that. But Anonymous sees it as you're essentially controlling them, manipulating them. They see it as unjust.
So I'll say Anonymous are obviously working somewhere in this city then, because obviously they wouldn't have known about this trade without someone.
You have no idea where they're operating.
Hmm.
So
Where's the
Petra
fucking
comes.
hag? She knows everything.
So Petra comes back in, and
Hmm.
she says, "All right, everything's on setup. Um, listen now, who's that mysterious guy that just walked out of here? Some kind of black robed fella.
They've came in with some terms, Petra.
Terms? What terms?
They
You look like a
think we're
shady son
you.
of a bitch.
Yeah, they think we're using Baldur's Gate for our own gains.
I mean, kinda, sorta, but they're kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wonder if
I
they got
know.
the same message you got.
Yeah.
I
Send a
wonder.
bird. Send a bird. Let's find out what's going on. Let's investigate a little more. Let's talk to Baldur's Gate.
All right,
Or
I'll settle it.
or
Oh,
is the lords on their way?
yeah, they're on their way right now.
Okay, I will talk to them when they arrive.
Also, yeah, as soon as that guy left, there's some more less shady looking fellas, that requested to speak to you personally, as well as myself. Would you like me to send them in?
Yes, but bring in more guards. We
Right away.
we have to in our heart. We have to be very cautious.
Okay. So, more of your guards come in. She sends for, like, the elite ones. Like, the
Yeah,
best of the best. Because obviously this is the king and the ambassador that's dealing with these people, so it's kind of a serious deal.
yeah.
If I can fucking find these people. I love how I have shit and then just lose it immediately.
Mhm.
Here we go. Okay. So the door opens, uh, and two knights step in.
Okay.
Okay. They look like this.
Hmm.
Okay, and they kind of step off to the side.
Okay.
Um, then some more figures come in. There's 3 more that come in. And these are the ones that are walking up to your throne.
Okay.
As the doors open, though, you also can see there's a lot more outside, just kind of standing outside of the castle.
Weaponless though, because we don't have weapons in the city.
Yeah, they none of these guys have weapons.
Okay.
So yeah, but
Okay.
they look like this. So these guys are still, their identities are completely concealed. The
Okay.
one out of the 3, he walks up to you.
Which one? The one with the helmet?
Not the one with the helmet, the one in the middle, the one that has the helmet
Oh,
with the hood over it.
okay.
So, this one
Halt.
walks.
Walk no further. How can I help you?
He says, "We have not come looking for a fight, Lord Adahan. We are the ones known as the Harpers. Roll me a history."
Okay. Just where did I find that again? History is. That's in action. That's not in action.
It's in
So it's
skills.
in skills. Ooh, 26.
Okay. So, you know exactly who the Harpers are. The Harpers, you've heard tales of these guys. So they're actually not supposed to be real. They're actually a folk
Oh.
tale. Essentially, it was a underground organization, and they work in absolute secrecy to keep the peace in every single nation out there. So, and you would also know that it's said in legend that these guys never, ever, under any circumstances, deal deals face to face. They always send an
Oh.
agent. Always
Oh.
send an agent. Um, and
And they've came to me in numbers.
yes, quite a few of them have come in person. You know that the Harpers are, again, they're the most peaceful organization out there. But again, nobody really could confirm whether or not these guys are even real. The way that the legend goes, they have an underground uh, base or HQ in every single major settlement, and even some
Mm,
non-major settlements as well. And they operate in complete secrecy.
okay.
They a lot of people wear, like, a lot of, like, kings, queens, dukes, stuff like that. They all wear the Harper's badge symbol, and they showboat it around to say that, oh, I'm one of the Harpers, but in reality there's a lot of people that wear that pin and flaunt it around but are not
Mm-hmm.
actually Harpers. But
Mm,
the citizens don't know that. Like, civilians don't know that. They see
yeah.
everybody that wears that pin as, oh, he's a Harper, he's automatically a really good person, but in reality it's just a gimmick for them to control the population.
Yeah.
But now
Gotcha.
they are confirmed to be real, and a shitload of them are standing right before your very eyes.
Oh, great. I feel lucky. How can I help you, sir?
By
Why
any
have you
chance,
came to me?
you wouldn't have gotten a message from an anonymous person, have you?
Yes. How did you know? Very recently. Literally minutes before you walked in.
Hmm. Figures. This has been happening a lot in almost every major settlement.
Hmm.
Almost every king and queen in the local area has gotten a similar message. It seems that this is I hate to say it, an anti-Harper organization.
Oh, I can see that. They threatened to assassinate me and my vassal and my queen.
These people, they only assassinate people that they deem unfit to rule. They are
Hmm.
delinquents. They do not know what they speak of. But we are here to ensure everyone's safety. We are going from city to city, ensuring that the population stays safe as well as their leaders.
Okay.
That
And
is
how would
why
you
we
do this
stand
here?
before you.
And how would you do it here?
Well, we would set up an underground HQ, and we would operate as normal from there. However, in this specific situation, we are requesting your permission to set up here and use this as our main HQ. Being that this is the newest city in the local area, no one would suspect that we are operating under this location, being how old our organization is.
Hmm. Let me think. After those recent events, it's a lot. But I think me and my people need this. We need some policing within the city.
We operate completely free of charge. No payment is necessary.
No, I can't do that. I, I shall at least feed you guys while you stay with us.
Hmm.
On one
Well then,
condition. On one condition. You get rid of this monstrosity of vermin that came through my doors.
that is exactly what we seek to do. Whoever this anonymous group is, they shall be taken out and eliminated. They are nothing but a threat.
Okay.
Before we
We have
depart,
an accord.
I would like to offer you this. And he hands you this item.
What is this?
This is a real, official, non-forged Harper pin.
Hmm.
They are
Okay.
basically giving you honorary membership to the Harpers.
Huh.
And this,
Okay.
if your civilians or if pretty much anybody sees you wearing that, they again instantly think that you're a savior. Basically,
Hmm.
this pin is really, 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 really good for your reputation.
Yeah, I'm taking it. Of course. Obviously, I'm trying to build a safe kingdoms around the continent to make sure that everyone's
Also,
safe.
people do realize since it's a legend that is now confirmed to be true that the Harpers are set up in every single major settlement. Um, the civilians would also, in their heads, be like, "Wait a minute! If King Otahon has that pin, that means the Harpers are working here." So they'll in their heads they'll be thinking that they're extra safe, which they are.
Yeah. Okay. I accept this pin. Good sir.
Now, where did this figure run off to? We would like to try to track him down.
Petra, do you know where that vermin went to?
Yeah, I saw him head out going west. You could probably catch up to him. Then we must head out immediately.
Thank you.
So he turns around and he goes, "Nana, suda, chikare!" And they run out the door. Well, what a
Okay.
haughty bunch of fuckers, huh?
Oh yeah. Petra, we have to triple up our guards. We're not
Yeah,
safe until these vermin are. We have a
you're
lot.
telling me.
We have visitors. We have to make sure our kings are safe.
You know, speaking of that, it's actually a good thing you bring that up. So, my little, how do we want to say, bugbear friend, to put it lightly, he's got some connections. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure if you want, not saying we got to do it this way, but we can potentially get some bounty hunters working for us that are bugbears. And let me tell you from personal experience, you don't want to fuck with those bastards.
Yes, let's have a meeting with them and then let's see how brutal these guys very are. We were once a crazy duo.
Well, shit, I one time saw my boyfriend rip the arms off of Goliath.
Bullshit.
Not bullshitting.
I mean, pardon.
So
Not, ve-
she,
not very
she's like,
king-like.
the only thing we got to do is pay them handsomely. They'll pretty much do whatever the fuck we want them to do.
Depending on the price. Let's figure out.
Well, I mean, these are bugbears, you know, and they're pretty good soldiers. You're probably not going to come too cheap, but you're not exactly hurting on the money here. Thanks to your new wife and all.
Yeah, I know, but you know, every penny counts right now. We're trying to
Oh,
build a safe
but
world.
for now,
Everything costs money.
I'll have a talk to him about that. Maybe set up a meeting. You can discuss it with him. But for now, I'm going back to your new soldiers that just arrived. Get them all set up
Okay.
with their quarters and everything.
Petra, get it, get them in here for this afternoon. I want to talk to the bugbears ASAP. We've got things to sort out. We don't have time for this. The soldiers can be trained. You know, let our elite commanders take control for a while.
All right, I'll see if I can set up negotiables in a few hours.
Great.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay. What? What's gonna be fun? What's that enough that you beat?
Yeah. I had a feeling you'd want to meet these guys almost as soon as possible, so. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are fucked. These guys are fucked. Where the hell did I put him?
Obviously, we meet them outside the courtyard. I don't take them into the main hall.
I
Being
wouldn't.
bounty hunters and
I
stuff.
wouldn't recommend it. Because if
Why?
you bring them in the castle,
Okay, I'm not meeting them in Liberty Castle then. I think we're right in the place.
don't. No, you don't. You really fucking don't. Because
I thought Petra's got them under control.
I mean, you're essentially dealing with a wild animal. She
Oh,
may have
okay.
control. She doesn't really have control over them. It's just her boyfriend has connections with these people. It's basically his.
Okay. It's his kid. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's essentially his, just his tribe where he came from. So,
Yeah.
uh, so
Can I
anyway,
just
so
meet him and he can deal with the shit? For fuck's sake.
well, you're the king. You have to deal with it. He's not.
Yeah.
He wasn't even remotely close to being a leader. He just kind of left after he met Petra. He's just like, huh?
Mm.
I can get pussy whenever I want. Shit. And he's just like,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
out of
going
here.
with you. Think
No more.
of bugbears like
Like a dog.
Sasquatches.
Okay.
They're like
Gotcha.
they're big Sasquatches. They're like 8 feet tall, extremely fucking big and hairy, really muscular, really strong, and they have a badass temper.
Okay,
Which
so the friend, well, as long as I don't pee them off, they're okay. That's what you're telling me.
I'm gonna say because you're Adahan would be a very very well educated man. So I'm just gonna tell you this just so you know as the player, Adahan
Mhm.
would know that bugbears they don't talk like regular people. They talk very direct. Like
Okay.
they don't beat around the bush. For example, they don't talk all this
Yeah.
fancy proper language. They go like for example, this chair, sit in it. That's polite
Yeah.
for their
Yeah.
standards. So, because if you start talking too fancy and using big words, there's a lot of room for trickery, and they don't like it. So,
Yeah.
it's best to talk to them very direct, because
Okay.
that's how they're going to talk to you, and that's how they prefer to be talked to. So, yeah, so you meet him outside in the courtyard, and there's a bunch of like brown bugbears. You notice that some of these bugbears, there's black bugbears, there's panda pattern bugbears, there's um well, that's kind of how Petra's boyfriend did to her. Yeah, that's pretty much how they act. That's how Petra met her bugbear boyfriend. She literally just
Mm-hmm.
walked up and said, "All right, who's got the balls to fuck me?" And then the bugbear stood up and she's like, "Ah, the hairy fella, eh?" So that's how that happened. Anyway, so yeah, there's a bunch of them. So there's black bugbears, brown ones, tiger striped ones, spotted ones, you name it, panda pattern ones. There's fucking a bunch of them. And they show up and they're carrying. A lot of them are carrying axes, some great swords, but you notice a good majority of them are carrying morning stars.
Okay.
Some pretty brutal fucking
Weaponry.
weapons, and they did not turn them in. They did not give up their weaponry, which Adahan would know is a very bad idea to take away their weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, we just
So
have extra guards around just in case, like
yeah,
hidden
just have
up
extra
high
guards
and
because
stuff.
trying to take away their armor or weapons, yeah, it's not going to blow over very well. So,
Yeah, he's very likely for that.
but you notice their armor's kind of like not loose, but it's also not firm either. It's kind of just like strapped to them with like belts and leather straps and stuff like that. Anything that like can be plated onto them. Um,
Okay.
and the leader walks up to you, and about he's about 8 feet tall. Probably weighs somewhere around the range of like 500 pounds, maybe more.
Okay. Hi,
So
I'm King
he says,
Anahan.
he says, "I am Lord Ijuta."
I have heard that you may be able to do a job for us.
That we may. Depends on price. What you will to give us.
What do you need?
He's like, "Where I come from, silver is our payment."
How much silver?
He looks at his people and he says, 3 million.
1 million.
Gitar, kitkadak, nastagardama kudiaka, nashkita. Meet us halfway.
1 million plus armor.
Gitarata, 1 million plus your best weapons and armor.
1 million plus mid-tier weapons and armor.
Kreta krutakar, nashkrata, munutkarak. You have yourself a deal.
Nice. I will get Petra here to set up a meeting point for all this. But first we have to discuss terms on what I need you to do.
Crack.
Petra, fill them in.
So she fills them in on everything that has happened thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, security job.
Pretty much, yes.
While
Do
we
you
live here,
accept?
are you supplying us with housing?
Yes, we will put you in the old barracks. How does that sound? Just outside the main city. Is this
Fine by
okay for
us.
you? We will supply 1 month's worth of food too, while you stay with us.
When do we start?
When can you start?
Immediately.
Good. We will organize your housing.
We shall be
Also,
back in a day's time.
we expect behavior to be very respectful around my city, if you can.
Of course.
Thank you.
Good dealing. Graza,
Good dealing.
Kidika, Graskaraga. And they start heading back to their village to grab the rest of their stuff.
Brilliant. Petra, get those barracks set up, those old barracks just outside the city.
Oh, already on it. Come on, you slobbers, go! Well, that went better than I thought.
Yeah. And that was a very peaceful negotiation for those lot.
Well, considering that could have been a total 180.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing that I've met your beast. You know I'm kidding, Petra. I like Big Man.
Well, I mean, he is a big dump. Oh, I mean, sorry, babe. He was standing right next to her.
Yeah, Petra.
Ah, he's all right. Hell, he knows the only reason why I'm with him is just because he's got a big dick. All
I
right,
can
go and
believe
get the
that,
barracks set up. I'll meet you back at the house, baby.
Alright, Petra, let's head back to the kingdom. Has the king any word on when the other kings of the nearby kingdoms have arrived?
Should be arriving in the hour.
Brilliant. Let's set up. Let's get this place set up. So I want double patrols around the city. I want this place absolutely guarded. You know, this is a big meeting. It's a big thing. We have to cover every king. Also, allow them to take 2 personal guards each in to the city with armor, with arms. Just
Alrighty,
swords. Nothing
shall
else.
be done. But just throwing out an idea. Not saying this is going to be a thing or nothing, because hell, what do I know?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't that shady fella say that he was planning on an assassination? It seems kind of convenient to me that you're having this giant meeting with all of them right as you get that message. Don't you think that maybe some of their soldiers are mixed in with ours and is possibly going to plan an assassination on all of you all at once? Probably
Maybe do a
seems
head
like
check.
the best way to pull one off.
You know your soldiers, Petra. Do a head count and to see if you know anyone who may betray us.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay,
Let me know if you find any stragglers.
where the fuck did I put the damn kings?
Is this the
Pish.
leader I just met?
Of what?
The beast on D&D. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the white bugbear. Yeah, that was the
Mm-hmm.
that was the leader.
He seems cool. Told you.
He's
I'm a
one of
king of all
the
species.
more friendlier ones,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but don't expect all bugbears to be like that.
Yes. Maybe came across a tribe who's actually willing to work with us.
Well, that was the reason.
Fed.
They were the ones who originally brought it up anyway.
Mm.
They were like, "Hey, we're running low on cash. Our
Mhm.
economy's going to shit. We need jobs. Maybe this
Mhm.
new place will supply us with some work so we can." Where the fuck did I put those damn kings? I know the fuck. Now I could have swore that I had. You know, this is a little bit of bullshit.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh, what spells do I have actually? Oh shit. My spells have all deleted themselves. What the fuck?
So, what exactly are you having this meeting about? Like, what is
So the
what is
meeting
the
about
purpose of calling all these kings and
so
dukes and stuff together?
so the meeting is to sort out our alliance of make them one big military to protect the realm,
Okay.
and we are looking to build a separate location, which will be named something. I don't know what we'll name it. Which will be strictly a military defense force for the whole entire kingdom. And I'm asking every kingdom to donate soldiers, resources to make biggest, um, obviously army as defense force to protect all kingdoms if needed, or if a big war broke out. It's just in case a war breaks out. It's more for prevention.
Right. Okay.
It's more of a task force. First responders. Well, the other kingdoms, you know, get ready to actually leave and follow suit.
All right. So it's more of a, what are you guys willing to send? Like, what are you willing to
Yes,
part with?
yes.
Okay.
I'll say I give the big spiel. It's to protect the realm. You know, all kings will work together. Will work with each other. Make up trade routes. That kind of stuff to help each other.
So I'm just gonna say, when they show up, you guys go to a whole separate room entirely. So basically, it's a big table, and it has all
Mm,
like the elites everywhere.
yeah.
So I'm gonna introduce you to each one by one, and then you can negotiate with that one person, then move to the next person, then move to the. You can basically bargain with each one.
Well, they're all going to be there at once. It's just it's a group kind of
Well,
talk.
yeah, they're all gonna be there. They're all gonna be listening in the
Yeah.
same room. But just to make it easier, instead of
Mhm.
everybody having to do it all at once, you're just gonna
Mhm.
deal with each one individually.
Mhm.
But they're all gonna be in the same room listening to what's going on. So
Yeah.
this is the first guy. This is King Volus.
Of
This see. So this is Baldur's Gate's king.
Baldur's Gate has a king.
Well, technically he's a duke, but I called him
Oh.
king just because.
Hmm. It's just right. I'm gonna under Boulder.
They only sent one of their leaders, so there's actually 4 dukes that live in Baldur's Gate. They only sent
Oh.
one because the other 3 have to remain there. There has to be at
Yeah.
minimum 3
Yeah.
at all times. So they sent the one to do
The
yours.
talking.
Yeah. So
So
the
so basically
next one,
he has the power of all four to say yes or no pretty much at the
yeah,
table.
yeah.
Yeah.
They basically have to run it this way because of how Baldur's Gate is, like just where it's located,
Hmm.
what goes on in it. Uh, so he's just the one that they voted on to send to this meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Uh, this. This is King
Lino.
Linnell.
High elf.
Yes. The other one, Volus, is a human.
Yeah.
Linnell, he he is uh he is king of what does that fucking say? Grindaveld.
Grindelwald. Okay.
That's weird. Okay, it's some kind of elvish name. Grindaveld. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Yeah. Grindelwald. Is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how I know how to spell it. A
Okay,
lot of Elvish stuff comes from Celtic folklore.
it's just because it matches perfectly.
Yeah, it's very Celtic. That's why it's very me. That's why I was like Grindelwald is we spell it like that. That's how we would spell it.
Okay, this this is
King
King
Olan.
Olan.
Ewan?
He is from the kingdom of Grashimmer?
Grashimmer.
Yeah.
Grashmer. Grashimmer.
Yes. Yep. That's it. Okay. This is King Garel, or Garel, however you want to say that.
Another high elf?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, how many fucking high elves is there?
Well, there's a lot of high elves that are kings. They're just like born for that role, basically.
Yeah. Fair enough. Where's he from?
He is from Nardel.
Nardale, okay. So it'll be Nardale. The L-E?
Uh, no. Dale.
So N-A-R.
So it's Nardale,
Oh, Nardale. I thought it
not
said
Nardell.
Nardale.
No.
Yeah, so Nardale. Sorry, there. You can delete that comment. There we are. Boom.
And these two are actually twin brothers.
Okay, the Twin Kings.
Yep. Well, actually, they're not kings yet. They're princes. Prince Malik
Oh,
and Prince Tal.
where's their father? Dead?
Their father's dead. He was assassinated. Not by the
Oh,
anonymous group. It was actually by another assassins group.
being a shit king, probably.
Yeah, he was a pretty big tyrant. So his sons are now next in line, but they haven't quite decided which one of them is going to be king. So for now, they're both just the princes that rule the country together.
You never know, they might just both become kings.
And their kingdom is called Grilton.
Grilton.
Grilton. Grilton. That's how you
Grilton.
spell it.
Grilton.
Yeah. Okay, I think that is it. Yep, that's everybody.
Really? Oh, only 5 kingdoms only appeared. Oh well, that's 5 better than none. Or these are my close allies.
Oh yeah, these people are definitely allies
Oh
with you. They
shit. Lightning's character, his kingdom.
What do you mean?
I'm allies with what's his name?
Edenia.
Yeah, they didn't
But
appear.
well, if you remember, the king and queen died. They were also
Yeah,
assassinated, so they couldn't
yeah, I
show up.
know.
But they were already
Yeah,
allies with you.
yeah. Well, also you know, but I appointed Lightning as king again. Remember, we placed him back as king before
Yeah, but
that final session.
he's currently unconscious because he was put under a sleeping spell by Johnny Rotten. Because remember,
Oh, he's not woken up. Yes, he's not
you
woken up yet.
told him about his parents getting killed, so he freaked out. So Johnny
Yes.
Rotten was like, okay, this is bad. Calm emotions, sleep,
Yeah,
teleport him
yeah,
back to the
that's right.
city.
Yeah, that's where we ended. Yeah, I thought, yeah, because my clone is still there, waiting for him
Yeah.
to wake up to deal with him.
By the way,
Yes, and then also,
these kings that you're currently having this meeting with, yeah, they don't know that. They don't know about your clone.
yeah, obviously, no one does, just
No.
Johnny and me.
Yeah, pretty well. Grammy too,
And
obviously.
yeah, but she doesn't count. She doesn't say
well,
shit. Cause,
I'm just gonna say that Anonymous knows, and so do the Harpers. But that's kind of their job to know.
yeah, the Harpers know, but they only know because I do it for the peace.
Yeah.
They know I do it to get attention.
Basically, the Harpers are on the side of good, while the Anonymous group are not in it for evil
The,
per se, but they're They're kind of like the Harpers, but they're more harsh about their terms.
Yeah. They didn't
They
realize I'm doing it for good, and the purpose of this was to set up trading routes. And they might see after this meeting that it's okay.
they see it in a different way than you do.
Yeah,
They don't see it as just, they see it as unfair. So,
yeah. But I'll say, you know, if we can, well, Baldur's Gate's here,
yeah.
so this may counter the Enormous's decision because, my plan is to get all of us working together,
Yeah.
in a way.
So, who would you like to start dealing with first?
Let's start with the twins.
Okay. So, what basically what you're going to do is they're going to ask you what you are offering their kingdom in trade for. Basically, you need to give them an offer. Offer them, like,
Okay.
hey, I want this many soldiers, and in return, I will give you this. And then if they don't
Okay.
like that deal, they're going to be like, how about this instead? How about this many
Yeah.
soldiers for this price? And then you'll just go back and forth until you can both agree.
Okay. So I'll say, well, okay, first I'm gonna address the whole, you know, room first, all the kings, because obviously this is I'm gonna start off because this might get them thinking first. If
Yeah.
my thought doesn't work this way, I might have to do it individually trading. So to all my friends in this room, I welcome you today.
They all nod their
The
heads.
the reason why I've summoned you guys to here today is not to be bold, not to be an absolute, excuse my language, a prick, if any of you guys are common tongue here. I've summoned you to make a deal. Make a pact, as to say. I've chosen you guys because you guys are my closest friends. Bar one kingdom at the moment, which is going through a terrible, terrible thing. But I have a suggestion to make for these guys.
So
I would like to make an
King
alliance.
King Olon actually stands up and he says, I am fully aware on the reasons we were called here on this day. Lord Adahan, we will not let any other kingdom fall victim to whatever crisis has fallen upon Tel Galadra.
Yes. This is the main reason why I've called you guys today, guys. We have to stand together as one. Not as one nation,
Agreed.
not as one people, because I know none of you guys would want to give up your seats. I don't want to give up my seats today. But I want to make a very strong pact between all of us. Military pact, a trading route pact, a future for this realms, for other kingdoms to see that this can work. Make a strong unity. And when the time comes, if another Talagra falls or tries to fall, we have each other. We have each other's sorrow. We have each other's back. We have each other's feelings. We have each other's sword. No one will stand alone again against this evil on this planet.
So one of the twins, Tall, he goes, so let's get started.
What I ask from all these kings is, what are you willing to help us with? How military side of things, where should we start? What are you willing to donate to help this cause? For one, I am willing to donate a brand new city for military purpose use. I have one ready to go, half built. Obviously, I'm talking about, Diamond's got little cities, on her land, her
Yeah.
old land. So I'm gonna use an old kingdom, kind of like an old fortress that's going to be obviously evacuated, and then other people there will be compensated into the main two cities that we have. So that's my plan, obviously. But obviously that's the backstory there of what's happening. I'm willing to donate a stronghold for our soldiers to unite. Also, you're going to talk about leadership, and I know this is going to come up. Since none of us can physically be there, I suggest a leader or commander from each army to lead as one, to lead as lords in a way, but not as more general based, and having
So,
these 5, 6.
as you say that, Prince Prince Malik, he says, I have an idea. That spare
Yes,
city that you spoke of just now,
yes.
me and my brother here, we are currently splitting our own kingdom. How about one of us lead it instead?
I look at
This
all the kings
this would give us both a chance to become kings of our own nations and expand, just like our
so
mother always wanted us to.
as a young king, you must understand this city is not to gain another kingdom or another city.
Of course
This
not.
kingdom is
That wasn't what I
this
was
king.
implying. It is simply a tactical
You,
decision.
I do not favor this. I think we should have our own military commanders command the city. And you're young, Prince, but you would be very inexperienced at this time to be dealing with such a stronghold.
All the other kings say, I agree with Lord Otterhon.
We need you more in your own city. You guys have to work out your quarrels first with who's going to be your next king. But right now, I am addressing both of you as an equal. Are you willing to stand and donate soldiers and a commander to help us in this great pack that we're going to make?
So, Malik, that being said, Malik says that he will donate 500,000 of his own troops, and his
Hmm.
brother Tal will also donate 500,000 of his troops.
That's correct. Thank you, young princess. This is a great example of great leadership from very young men who know what we're fighting for. Do you have a commander in mind who you like to don't help command this structure?
He, they both say, we each have our own general. We could dispatch them immediately.
So be it. And you, King Garel,
He
you have
says,
not said a word.
so he says, for the cause of the regime, 3 million.
Thank you. Do you have a commander that you like to dispatch in this
Of
great
course,
city?
I will have it done immediately.
Thank you. Thank you, Nardale. King
So
Olan.
he says, well, these are all generous offers. I will dispatch 1 million of my own troops as well, but only my
Thank
elites.
you. Thank you. It's very generous. Elites are very useful, and I know how hard your